All right. For today's practice, you need blocks possibly, and you may need a pillow. I won't, but I'll tell you the section of the practice where you could utilize a pillow if you need to. If you feel really stiff in your joints, if you don't have a lot of strength in your core, your blocks will work, but they're gonna be a lot firmer and sturdier. So if you need a little more cushion for the push-in, you need a pillow before we get started. We're gonna start down in child's pose again in order to open up our practice. If you can, bring those hands back instead of stretching out. We're gonna build some strength today, but we're gonna focus on that third eye chakra. When we rest here, we allow focus and clarity for the awareness to come in. We're going to do a few inversion poses. And that means that the blood and the circulation will flow in the opposite direction in order to restore and revitalize your crown, the upper part of your body. Remember, though, that our focus is on the pineal gland. So as we move into those positions, that is where our focus is. And then we'll have some movements where we simply just look upwards to the heavens above, to the sky above, to the spiritual world that may guide you. Bring yourself to your practice. And remember that as we do these things, we slow down to bring clarity, confidence, strength, endurance. As you rest in this fetal position, start to let those shoulders relax. If there's tension in your chest, let it go. Natural breath right now. Sometimes I am told that I have resting you know what face. And so if you feel like you have those frown lines or you're in deep thought and meditation a lot and you don't look light in the face, this is a time to practice relaxing your forehead, relaxing all the muscles in your mind. And slowly bring the hands up to the mat and rise up. Again, as we start our practice, we're going to inhale cow. Exhale cat. Inhale. Exhale. The inhale expands and creates space in the body. The exhale lightens the load and the tension. Walk those hands out and drop down. Look all the way up. 3 breaths. Drop back into child's pose. 3 breaths. Now inhale up. Exhale into cobra. Inhale. Exhale. Open those shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Back up. Lay flat. Walk those hands all the way out in front of you. Rest that forehead into the ground again. Give yourself just a moment. You're going to inhale and rise up like Superman, stretching all the way out from toes to fingertips. Inhale. Release. Again. Relax, build those glutes, strengthen the core. Last time. Rest that forehead one more time. Bring those hands back up. Push back up into tabletop. Bring those knees in. Inhale. Let the belly expand. Keep that back flat. Exhale. Work the core, the abs. Squeeze them out like a towel. Again, inhale. Good job. Stay focused. Perceive that third eye. Now you're gonna inhale and swing that left leg out. Inhale, swing it to the top of the mat. And we're gonna rise up. Curl that back right toe and lift. 3 breaths, look up. You're strengthened, you're encouraged. You hold that head high with confidence. Balance out those hips. Feel some adjustments take place. Drop that right knee back up to that flat back. Inhale, swing that left leg out. Exhale, right leg up and around. And we lift. Curl the back left toe. Low lunge, look up. I always encourage students to smile through this process. Lighten your load. Be proud of the strength that you're creating right now. If you need to stay down on that knee, that back knee, that's fine too. Build your strength. And down. Flat back again. Swing that right leg to the back. Good job. Left leg up. Now you're gonna lift up again. Curl that right toes under and lift. Plant that right hand strong and plant. Twist out to the left. Look up. If you need your blocks right here, get them. If you need to stay down low, that's fine too. Breathe. That breath is revitalizing you, it's restoring you, and although it's traveling throughout your whole body, you imagine it's going right to that third eye that is looking up toward the heavens above and down. Straighten out, drop that knee down, flat back, left leg swings back. Right leg, inhale, swing to the top of the mat. Lift. Align and plant that left hand, twist out to the right. Bring that right hand down. Left knee comes down, flat back. Right leg swings to the back. Good job. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, right toe cozy, lift again. Plant that left hand, right hand turns out. It's a little harder. Rotate that upper body. Long angles, long lines on the lower body. and bring it down. Drop that right and lift the left, up and around. Right leg comes up. Breathe. Plant that right hand, lift and extend. Breathe. Take in all that good oxygen. Remember, the higher vibrating your body is, the more light you are producing. And bring it back down. Gently swing it out. Very good. Draw back to child's pose. Walk those hands out. We don't know what stage everybody is at. While I can keep going and most of you can too, we don't know. So just take a minute to pause, ground that head again. Remind yourself that you can keep going. Remind yourself that you are in control. Remind yourself that there is strength in you. And back up to tabletop, plant those hands, curl the back toes. Inhale, we're gonna push up into downward dog. Try to plant those feet. If you can't, bend at the knee. And hold. Walk the dog. Right, left. Try to fully extend those legs. This is still a grounding for your forehead, even though we're not touching the ground. Remember, it's kind of a tug of war going on with the body. Plant strong, push, and knees come all the way back down. Again, inhale, exhale, downward dog. See if you can lengthen that spine just a little more. Remember, when you do downward dog, walk the dog. It is more about the spine than it is about the legs. So if you feel tension in the back of your legs, then keep those knees bent. We walk the dog in order to hopefully extend the legs a little more. Plant again, strong. Strengthen the core, knees together all the way back down. Don't forget to breathe. One last time, inhale, exhale. Walk the dog. Steady breath. And knees together, strong core all the way back down. Now for my advanced yogis, as we pause right here, look up. We're gonna push up into downward dog and we're gonna extend into warrior one. If you are a beginner or intermediate and you don't feel like you have that strength, you're gonna kick that leg out again from tabletop like we did. You will not push up into downward dog. You'll stay right here. My advanced yogis, follow me. Inhale, exhale. Everybody get ready. Extend that left leg or kick out and swing to the top of the mat. Very good. Rise up into warrior one. Breathe. Strengthen that body. Produce light. The more you work the body, rotate to warrior two. The more you start to strengthen, you gain muscle, you release fascia, you get your circulation flowing. Those are all high vibrating things. Keep breathing. Drop that right hand. Reverse as we reach up to the sky. Look up, 3 breaths. And right hand comes back up. And we fall down. Left leg extends to the sky. Bring it down, right leg extends. And we swing to the top of the mat. Rise up into warrior one. Keep breathing. Focus and out. Long, straight ankles. Remember, there's still rotation in the upper body. The more you rotate the body, the more you release fascia. And reverse. And back up. We come down. Left leg extends to the sky. Right leg. And bring it down. Now I want you to walk those hands all the way up. Full forward fold here. Tuck the chin. Try to extend those legs if you can. If not, don't force yourself. Keep the bend, straighten the spine just like in downward dog. We're still bringing energy to that third eye. Focus on it as you get ready to rise all the way up. High salute. Bring those hands down. Get ready. One big inhale, you're gonna scoop up into chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, airplane. Flat back. Inhale. Lock and strengthen the core, elongate that spine, arms up high. Exhale, ground those feet. Flat back. Last time, inhale. Look up. Exhale. And all the way back up. Exhale down to heart center. Palms face the front. And I want you to ground right there for just a moment. Remember, I always try to give you small breaks to regroup, to adjust. We are in a standing position now, and there is a difference. Feel the difference. Take the time. And remember that even if you don't want to call it spiritual knowledge, there is wisdom. There is something that comes with longevity in life. There is the ability to know and discern people and circumstances. That third eye is all that ability. It is knowledge, it is maturing, it is advancing in the thinking, in the ways that we operate in this world. It is functioning at a higher level than your peers in order to help guide. Your peers, your community, your loved ones. And it means that we learn to handle people with grace, and we handle ourselves with grace. We handle ourselves with structure and discipline in order to conquer all challenges that are set in front of us. Sometimes that takes being quiet. It takes being still. It takes listening to more than just the words. Now get ready. Inhale. Exhale. All the way down. Touch those toes. Try to keep the legs extended if you can. If you cannot, that is okay. If you need your blocks, they will be on either side of you, and you'll be somewhere about right here. Extend. Inhale up again. Exhale all the way down. Try to push all that weight, all that air out of your belly. You're still drawing up the pelvic floor, tucking the chin. One more time. Exhale. Now we're going to hold here for a while. You may not be able to get that nose all the way to your knees, but that is the goal. Take those hands or the blocks and move them to the back. Grab at your ankle or behind your calves and keep inhaling. Exhaling. Push all that air out of the belly. Extend the spine. 2. And 3. Hold. And inhale all the way back up. Exhale down. to heart center balance there. And hands to the front. Remember, your heart and your throat play a huge role in your third eye and your crown. It is your compassion, your heart. Your throat is the ability to speak up for yourself, for what is right. And that leads to the third eye that has that wisdom, that awareness, that focus. And the crown is the divine. That is in you, it is in me, it is life. Inhale up. Exhale down. Walk those hands all the way out. Push up into downward dog. Press again. You should be a little looser this time. It should feel a little more natural. You should be able to extend those legs a little more. Tuck that chin a little more. 3 breaths. Inhale the belly. Exhale. Give it to me deep. I want to hear it, even though I can't hear it. Inhale. Lion's mane breath. Push all that tension out of your belly one more time. Very good. Knees together as you come all the way back down. Very good. I want you to turn onto your back and lay flat. The body is a very real thing. I keep trying to avoid it. It is not gas. It is air pushing out of my pelvic floor. That is what this practice is good for. And if I be fully transparent, I haven't had the ability to practice in depth like this in a while. And so when stuff builds up, it has to push out. Downward dog is very good for that release. Those forward folds are very good to push air out of your belly so that gas is not building up, so that you are restoring your organs, so that they are working properly and you are releasing. So it's not gas out of the other side. It's just gas and air pushing out of the belly. If it happens in your practice, it is common. It is human nature. We can laugh at it, but I can't keep avoiding it because it may happen throughout the rest of the videos, and it is just human nature. I want you to keep those feet up, knees bent. Relax the shoulders. Now we're gonna 3 inhale up and down, up into bridge pose. Remember, this is gonna be somewhat of an inversion pose, so all that circulation and blood flow is gonna flow back all the way up to our head. Get ready, inhale, exhale, push up, hold, slowly back down. Inhale, exhale. Slowly back down. Again. You want to relax the shoulders and the upper body. Keep the strength in the lower and down. Now this time we're going to push up and hold for those 3 breaths. Try to make it as gentle as possible. Inhale. Breath 1. Breath 2. Breath 3. And down. Now here's where you might need your pillow or your block. I'm gonna start with a block. Put it right up under your tailbone, right at your tailbone. Knees into the chest. Fully extend those feet all the way up toward the sky. Now you may feel some tension in the back of your thighs, in your inner groin, maybe in your abdomen. As you rest here on this block, you're trying to release that. So as you inhale very gently, feel the belly, exhale. Push all that tension out, just like you did in the downward dog and the forward fold. You can even place your hands there. Remember, when we talk about Reiki, if you rub your hands together, it's gonna produce some warmth in your hands. And when you put it against your belly, you can feel that warmth. So imagine that that warmth feels and penetrates your soul. It goes through the skin all the way down to the pit of your stomach. Inhale. And that exhale and that warmth helps the fascia to release, the nerves to relax. Remember, we're tapping into our parasympathetic nervous system through this practice. We're releasing the fight or flight so that we can move with a new instinctive nature. And so that pineal gland, that third eye, it helps you remove the dysfunction and the fight or flight unless it's really truly needed, and operate out of knowing that you are protected. Keep breathing. You are nurtured. You are taken care of. You know where your help comes from. And when you know that, all is well. Despite the chaos in the world and what's happening outside of in life, politically, economically, when we can regulate, we know that it is well. Now, if you can, take it a step further. I simply put my hands on my block to elevate my hips just a little higher. You can do this at night and rock all the way up. Actually, I'll do it. Rock all the way up and hold those hips up to the sky. Again, push all the air out of that belly. Decompress your spine. Get all that good energy flowing the opposite direction. Keep breathing gently and naturally to your body. If you need to stay on that block, that's okay. At night, you can also put your feet up against the wall and spend about 20 minutes on your back. Again, this will help revitalize your organs. It'll help like collagen. If you want to take it a step further, you can bring those feet above your head. And all the way back down. And my apologies, I forgot to mention that the pineal gland, its main responsibility is to produce melatonin so that you sleep. So it perceives light when it's daytime so that you can wake up, so that you can get your day started. And at night, it perceives that it's nighttime and that it's darkness, and that it produces that melatonin so that you can sleep better and you can regulate your body. Setting your circadian rhythm so that you know when to rise and when to fall, and that you have the sweetest rest. So practices like these, where we focus on strengthening the gland and giving it life, will help us to sleep better. It will help us to thrive better. It will help us to rest better so that we're nurtured to be light unto the world. Everybody rise up. Cross those legs. Very good job to you all. I want you to extend that spine very, very long. Bring those palms up. Again, we are focusing right here on that third eye. And as you breathe, may you be light. May you be filled with light. May there be goodness and an abundance of overflow in your life, financially, mentally, spiritually. But as that overflow flows into you, may it flow out into the rest of the world with forgiveness, with kindness, with the ability to meet people where they are. Remember, we always end with a hug. So I want you to extend those arms out wide and cross the left over the right. Squeeze tight, release those shoulders, elongate the spine, that vagus nerve that keeps everything transmitting and flowing very properly. Back out, right over the left. And now we are gonna bring those hands together and we're gonna bring those thumbs right to the center. And you see the thumbs are facing in, the fingers are pointing up. Light, just imagine that it's pouring into you, that it's stimulating and feeling your whole body with high vibration, with good energy. And now I want you to relax those shoulders and stack that spine a little higher. Bring that chin up high, because you are meant to walk around proud of who you are, confident of who you are, not proud, but proud of who you are, proud of what you accomplish and what you do in life and how that sends generous goodwill toward others. And I want you to think of one way that you are going to let your light shine throughout the weekend, throughout the day, throughout the rest of the week, the month, the year. Focus, how are you going to let your light shine? In transparency, I am going to do my very best not to operate out of fear and to keep bringing you all videos like this to transform not only my life, but yours. What is your act of light? And bring those hands down. Good blessings, goodwill, good kindness to you all. And remember, keep inhaling life, keep exhaling death, and I will see you on the flip side.